Howdy guys, I'm Flier, your favorite wolf girl enthusiast, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Illuminated. This is an FE8 hack made by Sokobala. Today it's time for Chapter 9, Balleray Border. It's been a couple of days since I've last been able to record, but I've been looking forward to it ever since I left off last time. Today we step into, presumably Balleray, while we're running from the Luxon military, alongside one of the Luxon generals, and I guess his retainer. So this should be fun. I look forward to seeing where the story goes. I especially look forward to the map, though, because I didn't get to play a map, like, quote-unquote play a map last time. And I very much look forward to getting back into the gameplay, because it's been immaculate all the way through so far. Nice, we made it to the border, and nobody tried to kill us along the way. Wow, there's so much water here. Didn't realize that Luxon had such good protection around their borders. Luxon has geographically one of the toughest borders to crack. There are really only two entry points, good points of entry into Luxon. Mountains make up the majority of the Earth's border, leaving only one good valley to go through. The Balleray border is covered in large part by a great river, leaving only the small land bridge as the most viable entry route from Balleray. As a result, Luxon is not an easy place to get into, or to leave. So, we made it to the border. What's the plan, General Lancaster? Do we simply act like prisoners while you take us across? Well, that would be the easy option, but unfortunately it would never work. Why? You do remember that you're currently wanted in Luxon territory, right? What Dirk is actually trying to say is that even with my status as a general, they're not going to let me take a group of prisoners out of their jurisdiction. If we all went to the border together, we'd be forced to lay down our weapons, and I'd probably be tried for treason myself. We wouldn't get anywhere. That isn't exactly the story you sold us when we met you. Truthfully, Finch and Jay, this was always going to be a fight. There is simply no other way around it. I don't think that telling you 2 days ago in Brighton would have been the easiest thing to digest either. You had all just scrapped for your lives, remember? So, what is the plan then? How are we going to cross? That's going to be the tricky part. Uh-oh. The Luxon border is a complicated system. There are 3 levers that must be pulled in order to open the main border. I see. Are we going to see the levers then? However, these 3 levers are not all found in the main gate itself. 2 of the 3 levers are housed in fortresses outside the main gate, one of which I see right over there. Which forts have levers? They are... Oh wow, this is a big map. Here, and here. If that's the case, we should just fight our way to each fort one at a time. That way we wouldn't have to split up either. Once we pull the 2 levers, we can head for the main gates. It's not a bad plan, Finch. Unfortunately, though, that plan is a no-go as well. Why not? The 2 forts we need access to, both of them can be opened, closed, and even locked from the main gate. Fascinating. If we go to one fort and pull a lever, Luxon will close and lock the other fort before we even get there. We'd make no progress. So, it seems like we should go for the main gate first then. That way we can keep the 2 forts open. That won't work either, unfortunately. You won't make it halfway to the gate before they spot you coming. The second they do, they'll close the border, and then we'll all be stranded. So how the heck do we get across this stupid border? Dirk and I will have to go to the main gate without you. Without us? Now I'm really confused. No, Finch, I think I get it. You do? Yeah, if Luxon sees us, they close the border, but if General Lancaster, and Captain Dirk, go to the border without us, they should be able to get inside the main gates. And if they can do that, they can keep both the gate and the forts open. Fascinating. You're sharp, Jay. So the plan is this. Dirk and I will tell them we have a new assignment in Balleray territory. This will get them to open up the main gate for us. Meanwhile, you'll have to go to each fort and pull the levers yourselves. As I've said, we can prevent the forts from closing. We can also prevent them from locking from the main gate. But we cannot pull all of the levers from there. How do you keep the forts open? I can't see Luxon allowing you to leave the border open while we run around here, causing havoc. You're right. Luxon will grow suspicious of us if we try to keep the border open. Eventually we will run out of excuses and be forced into a fight. We can keep the forts open from the main gates, but we will not hold out forever. You'll have to work quickly to hit those levers. Once you do, come back and meet us at the main gates, and we'll make a run for it. Are you sure you can hold out that long? He is one of the greatest generals. We're 2 of the finest knights around, come on now. I appreciate your optimism, Dirk. Anyway, everyone on board with what we have to do? That plan makes more sense. Take the forts, pull the levers. I think we can do that. Yeah. Good. Also, before we go, Jay, I need to level with you for a moment. What's up? I don't want you to misinterpret this, but we're going to continue holding the tome you were using. I plan on doing everything I can to see you all across the border. But like I said, that book is more important to my mission than any of you. If something goes wrong or you take too much time, can't have you dying out here with that tome. Jay. Finch, it's fine. I can use other light magic now anyway. Do what you have to, General Lancaster. I figure that might be the case. Jay, Finch, we look forward to seeing you at the border. Good luck out there. Very good. Oh. Alright, cool. I know everything has been tough for you recently, but do you still think it was wise to give him that tome? That was our only collateral. Lancaster had wanted to kill us, he would have already. And plus, his help is worth far more than having that darn tome. He saved our lives once. We have no reason not to trust him. You look to be feeling a bit better, more clear-headed. Have you had some time to think about things? Yeah, I have. For now, I'm gonna do my best to push through things. There are people here that need me, need us. Even if I have to do something that's really hard to swallow, now is not the time to be letting them down. Well said, Jay. That will be welcome news to everyone here, including myself. Glad to have you on board. You did give away your weapon, though. It's alright, Finch. Like I said, ever since coming into contact with that tome, Candescent, as Lancaster called it, conjuring other light magic feels natural to me now. I don't even have to read the tomes, just gotta hold them. So I went ahead and got a simple tome back in Brighton as a backup. Good thinking. That's not a bad attribute to have walked away with, Jay. Regardless of your magic, though, I'm glad to have you in better spirits. If you plan on getting back into the fight, just don't push yourself too hard. Lean on to us for support if you need it. This is a team effort, and we've got your back. Thanks, Finch. I'll do my best to have yours as well. Let's get ready. Awesome. Very, very good indeed. Secure forts is going to be the objective. It looks to be Chapter 9X, although I wonder if that's just a little, like, quote-unquote typo thingy. Interesting. A very, very large map. Well, not very large. Not as large as I was expecting it to be. Something was telling me that there was going to be more beyond this, but there quite luckily happened to be no such thing. Interesting. Some spirit generals here that seem very, very strong. 3 total leadership stars, and then 1 more on this guy, so it looks like we're down a leadership star on a general front. Interesting. Cesspool. Has extended range. 1-3 range, 12 weight, and then this guy's got a goddess icon too. Very interesting. Let's have a quick scroll through the enemies to see if there's anything that we want to steal or grab, or if there are any drops or scary weapons. I did see a Lunatome. Is it the same as usual? Yeah, okay. Cannot crit, actually. Fascinating. Oh, a droppable. Very good. Dragon Shield. I look forward to that. Lightbrand Plus. Magic weapon bursting with light magic. My assumption is that enemies... Okay. That one makes sense for him. My assumption is that enemies have their own, like, quote-unquote, like, PRS? I don't know if that makes sense. Like, plus versions of Lightbrand's hand axes and things of this sort. Yeah, right there's a hand axe, for example. Fascinating that he's got a dragon axe. I wonder if that has implications. Imbued axe. Target's res, okay. Very fascinating. Bowcatcher, ooh. I think that that might be a little bit of a little bit of a bug there. Protects user from bows. Gotcha, okay. So he's not weak to archery then. Cool. Sanabato, Bowcatcher, a droppable javelin, or vulnerary. Let's see here. A ruby gem. Very good. Also Skull Piercer. High crit rate, okay, gotcha. Looks good then. Yep. Yeah, okay, so that just goes back to those guys, cool. This is going to be a very interesting map. The first turn looks like it's going to be very expansive, so to speak. Alright, I look forward to this one. I'm going to have to do some quick preparations, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, I think that we are indeed good to go now. We don't actually have any stat boosters to give out this time, apart from the possibility of giving out the Juna Fruit, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that this time. I think we're just going to hop right into it. This one looks really cool. You must take both forts in order to reopen the border. Gotcha. To secure, be sure to wait on each fort. This can be done by any one of your units. Once the forts are secure, Lancaster will meet you at the gates. You'll need to talk with him, to him with either Jay or Finch to escape. Gotcha, so that one's first and then that one's second. Cool. Understood. Alright, Jay, time to get a backbone. Your friends need you. Me and this new tome. We gotta make this work. Can't afford to fail today. Gotta stay strong. Very true, and he gives himself a new lightning tome. Very, very good indeed. It is a bit of a shame, I suppose. This guy would have been a great first target for the Candescent, but we do not have anything of the sort. This map looks really neat in its composition from the get-go. The enemy placements and enemy formations are very fun looking to tackle. I guess we'll see whether or not that's the case, though. We're going to start off pretty immediately with a heavy bow shot from him. Don't want to get hit by the Lunatom, if at all possible. Although, starting off with the Apollo Classic with missing a high percent, that'll happen indeed. Alright, well let's see how this goes. Ophelia, I can heal her. Oh, actually, no, that's the better play for sure. Oh, interesting. A Cordelia Sam talk conversation. Fascinating. Very fascinating indeed, actually. What do they have to talk about? That's Okay, you know what? Let's try it. Not right now, though, because I have a strat for Sam for the first turn that he's very much mandatory for. Also, the Lunatome must be heavy, because she's doubling with the Thunder Tome. I'm glad, though. I'm glad that she's doubling, no doubt about it. It's very good that she's doubling. The Sam Cordelia talk conversation. What in the world is that going to be about, I wonder? Well, anyway, the first order of business right here is going to be throwing a hand axe, getting Sam in range for his, Well, so he's standing right here, puts him in range of a wyvern, and it also gives him fiery blood by attacking this guy with the hand axe. Presumably this guy plus the wyvern won't be able to solo kill him, so that's a little bit what I'm banking on here. Let's see, so I think I'll do this is let's see, how did I want to tackle this again? Because I think I want to attack this guy with Finch. Does this put him in range of you? No, just out of range. You're not really too much of an issue. Like, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be 20 damage, or 21 damage minus 7 for 14. It's a good thing that this guy won't be able to do that much. Right? Yeah, no, okay, he can't. It's gonna be quite close for Sam, but he'll make it. Let's see, you have shove, so what I might do is shove you like this, and then attack with Ophelia. And hopefully that works out just fine. Yeah, that'll get her right through them. No issue whatsoever. One thing that's cool about Danielle now is that with the Slim Lance and her additional, and her skill that gives her +3 speed, she could have up to +5 speed. So she could actually, like, low-key be kind of fast. Unexpectedly fast, as that would be. So yeah, she's got 13 speed right now. She might even start doubling people pretty soon. Do I want to use the Axe Reaver here? I do need to get rid of a couple of weapons pretty soon. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Go ahead and heal you up. And then... oh wow, she got speed again. Why is she so fast? She keeps popping off with the speed. Speaking of speed and level ups, I was thinking about the Junifruit. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see the Junifruit used on. Because as it is right now, I don't know if I have a preference. I was going to use it this map. I was probably going to put it on either Cordelia or Finch, but I didn't do that. Decided, you know what, maybe I will need them to promote before I know it. And I don't know when we're going to be getting a promotion item. I would hope pretty soon, but I have no actual ideas as to when that'll be. Slim Lance, we'll go ahead and equip that, or Slim Sword rather, we'll go ahead and equip that on the enemy phase. I did mean to swap him over to a different weapon, but that's fine. That's perfectly okay. Using up the hand axe is a little bit unfortunate, but not a huge deal at all, really. Let's see, so that flyer is going to be a tad bit of an issue, I would suppose. The thing about that flyer is that they can reach basically any space. They're also not weak to bows, so guess we'll see. Oh, interesting. Wow, General Lancaster is fighting his own soldiers at the gates. What is going on? Didn't you hear? Other soldiers are being ready to quell a group outside as well. It appears as if General Lancaster is trying to see them across the border. I like both of these portraits a lot, so my greatest hope right now is that they're recruitable because I'm going to use both of them. We have Isadora Echidna Ford and Ephraim Raven. Easily some of my favorite combinations I've ever seen. Frederick? You scared the bejesus out of me. What are you doing sneaking up on me like that? How come you're not holed up in your room? Because, Sid, as I've told you many times before, we're actually in service to the Luxon military. Which means when the flying division is called into action, like we have been now, we respond. They're flyers. Fascinating. Well, don't you just have an answer for everything? It's amazing, isn't it? When you close your mouth for more than a minute at a time, you actually have time to think about things. Crazy how that works. Okay, wise guy, if you're such a good scholar, why is Lancaster opening up the border for these people attacking us? What did the wind tell you about that one? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about it too. But orders are orders. Once those orders are done, I can get back to what I was doing. What were you doing? You never do anything but sit in your room, read books, stare at the ceiling. And that's if I'm lucky enough to actually catch you with your door open. Uh-oh. 90% of your time, your door is closed. You're a hermit, Freddy. Make that sound like a problem. I'm a pretty happy guy most of the time, safe in my room. Work and relax, simple life. It's you that always wants to get out of town and find something new. And I just finally found a good excuse. Let's help General Lancaster get this group across the border, and then let's go with him. Of all the ways you've tried to convince me to leave this job, and our home, that has got to be the most asinine reason you've ever given me. We're comfortable here, and we're taken care of by the military, and for the most part, we don't have to do a whole lot of fighting. Let's get our work done and call it a day. Freddy, I know it may seem like the millionth time I've tried to get you to leave with me, but seriously, why would General Lancaster, someone that we have both idolized since we were kids, up and turn against us after all this time with Luxon? Doesn't that bother you, even from an objective standpoint? Sid, I don't know. I mean, I won't lie to you, something certainly seems off to me. But you're crazy if you think we should take on our own military. It's suicide, why would we risk it? Freddy, we're on standby awaiting orders to start the Balleray assault. This life of relative comfort that you're in right now, it will come to an end on a moment's notice. We'll be shipped off into battle, and this normalcy that you've grown accustomed to will be gone. But more than that, Freddy, you know you just can't forget, you can't just forget why we idolized General Lancaster in the first place, what he did for us. We grew up believing in him as a person first, not a soldier. I can't help but think that he has a good reason for what he's doing. Wait, for doing what he's doing, okay. Sid, why now? Can't we wait for a better time when it's a bit more convenient? It's so sudden. Freddy, please, my gut is telling me this is the right thing to do. Call it intuition. I know you can feel it too. We are twins after all. Okay, that I was not expecting. That is not what I was expecting at all. But, sure, we'll take it. But I won't do it without you. I can't, we're family. We both need to be on board. Hey, new orders. More flyers are needed outside immediately to deal with the rebels. If Lancaster breaks through our soldiers here at the gate, we need to at least take out those scum outside. They can't be allowed to get through. Hello? Quit staring at me and get out there. Try to at least live at least a few minutes on that fruity little Pegasus of yours. Whew. Alright, fine. Let me just grab some of my things. Just what I can carry. Oof. Yes, Freddy, that's what I like to hear. I'm going back to my bunk and grab the last of my stuff as well. I'll meet you out there. Gods, what are we getting ourselves into? Very fascinating indeed. Well, if that's going to be the case, if we're going to get a presumably male Pegasus and female Wyvern, I'm completely down with that. There couldn't be any single circumstance which I would be more down with getting units. That sounds amazing. I'm very much looking forward to all of this. Very, very interesting. So, Bowcatcher over here, he's going to be a bit of an issue. I also need to heal up Lana with the patch-up kit this turn, probably, just so that she can remain safe. Although, if I get her to right here, she'll be okay. Which I can do, coincidentally. Is there anything to steal from these guys? I think the only stealable is going to be right here. I also want to look... Yeah, this guy's the one with the dragon shield. Wing Javelin, 1 to 3 range. That's a really, really cool item. Right, you guys can talk, and that would give me a good opportunity to attack anyway, so... Let's go ahead and get this conversation through. So Sam, quite the situation we found ourselves in here, eh? Battling to escape out of the country we live in? Lived in. Ah yes, right. My apologies. Sam, do you think we can do it? You know, get through the border? Looks pretty heavily guarded, and if I had to guess, I think thinking about whether we can do it or not will get us nowhere, Cordelia. We can't run back the way we came. We're in it all or nothing. We're in an all or nothing scenario where it's either win or be killed. So let's just think about the former and get on with it, okay? Yeah, you're right, Sam. Maybe we can talk later then. I didn't mean to bother you, Sam. Look, I guess I may have snapped a little quickly on you there. You really weren't bothering me. Well, not all that much anyway. But I shouldn't be taking out my frustration on you, Cordelia. You didn't get me in this mess, and I didn't mean to tear your head off. Being on a battlefield with Luxon, it's just bringing up some bad memories. Memories I'd soon like to put behind me once again. And that will be easier once this border is behind me as well. Oh, well. Might as well come out with it. Speak your mind. Truthfully, I don't mean to prod, but what you say is more or less what I wanted to talk to you about. I was kind of curious to know how fighting Luxon was affecting you. Partly because while I might look to be fully committed on things, Still having some thoughts sitting in the back of my mind. Not doubts about leaving Luxon, but just thoughts, I guess. I'm sure you had good reasons for wanting to leave Luxon when you did. But even still, it feels weird to be fighting against your own countrymen. And also, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some good memories here as well. I guess I was just hoping to talk with you about it and how you felt, how you dealt with it. When you left, I mean. I don't mean to come off as dismissive, Cordelia, but I don't want to get into the specifics of it right now. Won't do either of us much good given our limited time window here. For now, all I can do is help you get across this border, into a place that will hopefully offer us both some form of actual safety. Maybe then we can talk about it. You're right, this isn't a great time to be thinking about these things. But down the road, assuming we make it across the border, certainly appreciate if we could revisit this conversation. So while it may seem like I'm having an easy time with leaving, given all the reasons that I have for doing so, it's not as easy as it sounds in theory. I know. Well, for now, stay focused. We can't talk later if there's no later for the both of us. Just remember that I'm with you and that we're here to help each other. You got that? Yes, I understand. Thank you, Sam. That's a good conversation. I'm very okay with that. They seem like the least likely duo to talk, apart from possibly Sam and Cordelia, or Ophelia, that is. But you know what? It works. They both have more in common than I would have expected. I mean, I guess that's just by the simple virtue of them existing in the same general country there, but even so, you know. It'll be how it do. Let's see. We can one-shot with the Iron Axe. Very good. Probably not the single best course of action, but I am under the impression that Sam is going to have no issues with the Pegasus, and, presumably you? I saw a Killing Edge. Okay, good. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, I mean, this seems pretty okay. I just watch out for this guy, and we're otherwise good. Probably one-shot this guy. Actually, not quite. That's fine, though. Let's see. Very fascinating. My boy Clinton. Oh, the Slim Bow's really good on him. That's great. Slim Bow's extremely good on him, actually. I think I'm gonna have an easier time of... Wait, let me not commit to this, because I'm pretty sure I can just use her. Yeah, I can just use her to kill any unit that I want. I'm okay with this. We'll just go ahead and do this one. He's, my Ophelia is really, really, really good. Given that's with favoritism, but even so. And also her getting hit there means I can heal her with Lana and have Live to Serve activate. So, this is great. Everything works out here immaculately. There's not a single thing wrong. Although, I do think that I want to reposition Cordelia to right here. I think that was my plan all along. That way I don't have to worry about things too much. Go ahead and heal up like this, and then... presumably we'll be just fine to... Let's see. Okay, yeah, Jay. I forgot how good Jay was, too. My mages are all really good. I can't complain about any of them. They're doing good work out here. Good old Jay with his lightning tome. I will miss the Candescent, but it's fine without it. We'll make do. Let's see. Can I move and have Finch soak both of these? They're both sword users, and the Topaz sword will be +3 attack versus swords, so essentially 11 damage. But if I stand here with the rapier still, then it's probably no big deal. Because this is just a Zanbato. It'll be 6 damage. Presumably you won't double. The Zanbato's usually heavy as well. So 12 speed. Yeah, okay, he won't double me. I'm just going to get a bit of a move on. I do kind of hate to use the rapier for this. Maybe I won't. Because, like, it's not... It would be nice, I guess, but it's not perfectly necessary in any way. Steel weapons, Lance Reaver, okay. Let's see, 22, it's going to be up to 25. So 14 damage. Finch will be okay. He'll be just fine, but I'm not going to use the rapier just yet. I know it's not necessarily the greatest idea to conserve the rapier in this way, but I feel as though the rapier is too good to simply use on this guy. It would have been 2 uses of it to kill this guy and then 1 against the other dude, and that would have essentially halfway broken the already almost broken item that I have. So, hopefully everything works out here. He's not weighed down by the steel sword or anything, so it's no big deal. I can kill these 2 without too much issue, and honestly, Finch is almost promotion level. If he... okay. If he doesn't gain speed, then I'm going to use the Junifruit on him. So I do hope he starts gaining speed. Very fascinating. Sam doesn't one-round this Pegasus Knight. That would not have been the case with the Steel Axe either. That's fine. Speaking of the various axes, I do hope that we get a Hamern Staff at some point. Because I think I was speaking on it in a previous map, but I do want to Hamern the, what's it called here? The Old Reliable, because it's really good still. Dang, more reinforcements. I know we're in a hurry, but we should keep an eye on the forts around the gate as we move forward. They still look to be readying soldiers. We definitely don't want to be caught out unexpectedly. Very true. Very, very true indeed. Okay. See, now, this is probably a good use of the rapier. If I can get... Oh, this guy. That should be okay. I think Jay will not really have issues with him. I like this placement. This makes it so that you cannot freely stand on the fort. That's actually very, very smart. Let's see. So we should be able to kill this guy without too much issue. I gave her the Slim Lance because Keck W. I can use a lot of speed on her, but looks to not be the best option right now. Let's see. If I reposition Sam downwards, and then also heal him, I'm gonna have to heal Sam this turn. He's the clearest option. May not have been the best idea to go ahead and do that, but I think that having Sam healed is gonna be good. So if he's right here, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then attack this guy, stand in range of you. Yes, that's what I want. That is exactly what I want. So we're going to do that then. I'm very, very, very quickly going through a lot of resources, as it were. But it should be okay. Can Jay beat up on the Light Mage? No. The Light Mage is going to be an issue then. If that's to be the case. Hopefully... Dang, we don't double him. Unlucky. Let's see, wait, would I kill him with a steel bow? I don't think I have the steel bow with me, but... I don't think that I would. There's no way. It's not 4 entire might more than the iron bow. There's no way. But with Sam, but with, so my intention is to have Finch right here anyway. So with the help of that, with the steel bow and from Finch, who also has the convoy, by the way, everything should work out. Let me just make sure he survives this guy. So 23 minus 11 would be 12, so he wouldn't survive. Unlucky, I guess. Let's see. This is actually quite a bad situation I've gotten myself into, because I can't stand right here and attack this guy. I have to go over to right here. And you don't double him. Fascinating. So, Ophelia, gonna be requiring your help here. I guess I can just retreat from the other side on a general scale and not worry about it too much. I also didn't account for that guy having the lance equipped at base, so Finch would not have killed him anyway. Yep, we could use rapier right here. Probably will have to, truth be told. I mean, I guess we don't have... Well, no, we kind of do have to, unless... We don't have to. Is this what I want? I think it is. I think this is probably the best way of doing this. Not even for conserving rapier, but just because it's good. That said, I would kind of like to stand out in front of you. So I think that the combination of Steel Axe plus Magic would indeed kill Danielle. Be 27 damage minus her 12. I could swap her over to Axe Reaper and it would not be a big deal. Let's see, I'm probably gonna have to do this, honestly. It's probably gonna miss, but like, it's the only option that I have, really. I mean, unless I do the Finch thing still, where I stand here. No, that wouldn't reach anyway. Let's see. Well, okay, let me do this. Let me kill this guy with Jay. I think this is how it's gonna have to be if I want... Ouch. If I want to be okay. And then from this point, you can kill either one. Okay. Is Finch going to survive this guy is sort of the issue. 18 damage. So yeah, you'll live. You'll survive. It'll be 7 damage. It'll hurt, but you'll make it. And if that's going to be the case... Man, okay, so what I'm thinking, right, is that I could go here. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me consider this as well, because this is still... Okay, that's probably the best course of action, strictly speaking. That's probably what I'm supposed to do in this situation. Like, not necessarily supposed to, but like, this is probably what I should be doing. And for reliability purposes, I probably should be using this, but He won't miss a 92, right? Good. Very good. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with this. Now, amazing level up. Fantastic level up right there. I would love more speed, but obviously I'm not going to complain about that level up of all things. Okay, and then you can attack either one. You'll die to her, but probably not to Sam. You're losing 1 speed to the Steel Axe. 7. You will actually get doubled, so you might die to Sam. Sam could lose 1 speed as well and still be doubling this guy, which is kind of funny to me. Let's see. Because, like, I could put Cordelia here. I mean, she's not going to be perfectly okay against that unit, but that's also kind of my only option if I'm going to kill this one. Alrighty, sorry about that. Got pulled away for a second. Anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about, but while I was away, I was thinking about something. What would be happening right now if Cordelia... So, I was thinking, right, because, like, the game doesn't really have too many quote-unquote enemy recruitments. You don't really get a lot of people from the enemy side. So far, it's just been Danielle and Ophelia, as far as I remember. Well, and Clinton. Okay, so the game does have more of those than I was thinking, but essentially what I was getting at is that, so, what happens if we had killed Ophelia, for example? Would there have been an entire story, like, shift? Because I think the answer would have to be yes, just from the standpoint of, like, oh, you killed her sister. That's a little bit rough. That's kind of not what you're supposed to do. But I also know that the game has a tendency of doing game overs for units that die whenever they shouldn't be dead. So I don't know if it would have been a game over or if there would have been alternate story conditions. I'm actually really curious about that. Let me know if you happen to have figured that out somehow. Also, interesting miss there. I'm quite happy with that one, actually. But speaking of presumably enemy unit drops, recruitments, we should be getting one of those pretty soon. Unless they just join blue. And if that's the case, I'm quite happy with that. I would possibly rather prefer that they just join blue. Let's see, okay, they're not going to. That's fine. Hey little bro, you ready to do this? As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. Alright. What? What'd you say? I can't hear you from over here when you don't speak up. Yes, fine, whatever, let's go. I swear it's like she's trying to let everyone know that we're defecting. As if riding the only albino wyvern in Luxon wasn't sticking out enough. Let's go ahead and make it clear that what we're doing, right sis? Sometimes she could use to sit back and read a situation. If there were ever a time of life to not be the life of the party, it's probably now. Well, I'm glad Freddy decided to come with me, but I swear it's like he would hide in his room all day if I let him. A change of scenery will hopefully help him break out of that little shell of his. Gotta get out of here alive first, though. Hey Freddy, quit talking to yourself and let's go. Nice. They start blue. Excellent. Great. Wonderful. I'm actually really happy about that. Oh, also we do get these. Very good. But also that prevents them from attacking into us. Also very good. Hand X plus. Extremely nice. I'm very happy with this. Very, very good. Well, let's have a look at these 2 new units before we begin this turn then. Who do we want to start off with? I think both of them are very, very fascinating for obvious reasons. Sheesh, their stats. Sheesh. They're kind of insane. Anyway, we'll start with Sid. She is a Dragon Knight, a Wyvern Rider. Wyvern-trained axe wielders with slower, stronger equipment. Equip axes. Starts with a Hand Axe Plus, which is a better Hand Axe, an Iron Axe and Elixir. Sid, the Elder Cupino Twin. Tomboyish and outgoing. C-rank axes. Sheesh. Good lord. 13 strength, 12 speed. We just got Wyvern Sam. We just got Wyvern Sam. That said, Fiery Blood on Sam and higher strength, either way. In terms of growth rates, 55 strength, 35 speed, 40 luck, 35 defense, 40 skill. All very good. She would have been a wonderful candidate for the, what was it called? They weren't Aphis drops in this game, but you know what I mean, the equivalent of the Aphis drops. 11 con as well, 14 aid, very good rescuer, 80 HP. In terms of skills, this is Armored Blow, plus 4 defense when initiating. Canto and Taintivity, plus 10 hit avoid if there are no allies within 3 tiles. Fascinating. That one's probably not going to come into effect all too often, but it will probably be useful at some point. Very good. I'm impressed by this unit. Not in any way broken, just very solid. Extremely down the line good. I'm very happy with this unit. There's nothing that points to this unit being bad, and also nothing that points to them being so game-breaking that I would need to replace any of my units with her. But either way, amazing portrait as well. I very much look forward to using her. Nothing wrong here. Now over to Frederick. He is a Pegasus Fencer. Swifter Pegasus Knights trained to slash rather than pierce. Equips swords. Gotcha. The younger Cupino twin. Practical but tends to be a bit reserved. Understandable. Once again, a very good portrait as well. Light Brand Plus, just a better Light Brand, which we actually haven't gotten an original of, like a plain Light Brand. Iron Sword and Elixir, they both have Elixirs. That's quite good, actually. Let's see. Also, I didn't touch on her affinity. It's not going to matter for this game, but she has Light, he has Anima. If they were to support in base GBA, that would be a straight down the line amazing setup. But that's not the case in this game. 8 con, 17 8, a huge rescuer. Let's see, 11 strength, 13 speed. More res than defense, good skill. In terms of growth rates, 40% strength, 50% skill, 55% speed, 25 defense, 30 res. This is a very average unit. Not average in the sense of his abilities being average, but very average growth rates. And as such, he should be quite good, all things considered. It just comes down to whether or not he wants to level strength, and otherwise he should be great. Let's see, so res... Yeah, res is going to be the higher of the two in terms of that. Is that Warding Blow to match the sisters? Okay. Darting Blow, plus 3 attack speed. Wow. That's 16 speed when initiating. Very good. Canso, and then Relief recovers 20% of its HP each turn if there are no allies within 2 tiles. They both thrive on being alone. And I'll keep that in mind, because that's good for Fliers specifically. Fliers who can go off on their own are typically very good in this way. Let's see, you're not able to escape the grasp of this, so I'm going to have to either get over there. I could do this, and then rescue away, couldn't I? I mean, I'm sure you'll be fine getting near this person, but it's like, fine with an asterisk. But either way, both of these units are really good. Couldn't be happier to have them. This is excellent. A lead axe, very interesting. A lot of reinforcements and a lot on the plate, so we'll see about all of this. Short bow. If something tells me that this is the exact unit that prevents us from going over here and soloing this side with Sid. Well, this guy as well, Thundertome. And the light. Yeah, okay. It's set up so that you can't just simply rush over here with these two. But, you know, that's good. That's good design. So, let's see here. I wonder if we could just kill this guy. I mean, it's not as though we're that far off from being able to. Nyx would be a little bit stronger, 17 damage. I mean, we might actually be capable of that. We might actually just be able to get through this guy if we really dedicate resources to it. Sagitta, let's see, +1 skill luck, gotcha. We might just, like, low-key be able to handle this guy. We can't handle these guys, but they're inside anyway, so it's fine. And if we could handle this guy, I mean, Gatekeeper. We could handle this guy, I mean, that would decrease the leadership star difference by the 1 and put us back on equal footing, because I think we only have 3 leadership stars. We can actually check from this menu. Yeah, so if we kill this guy, while it's not probably the best option, it is an option, and that's kind of funny. Like, Sam would probably deal pretty great damage, all things considered. Steel Axe, 11. We could kill that guy. It would be bad, like, it'd be hard to do, but it's possible. That said, we also kind of have to do a lot of healing prior to attempting all of that. Go ahead and start with J. No great reason behind that one, apart from just wanting to. Let's see. This is fine. We'll just do this. We'll get this guy straight out of the way. And in terms of Sid, she's gonna either be in range of the Myrmidon, or she's going to... I guess I could reposition her or something. She'll either do that or be in range of this person, and that's a hard choice. I guess alternatively, I could rescue her with her brother, Canto up a square, and then, like, reposition and drop, but I kind of also need to get a move on, so it's gonna be interesting seeing how she handles things. Good old cesspool right here. What does that do again? Just extended range, gotcha. Oh, you don't move anyway, cool. Any of you guys not move? Let's see, I know that you won't. Yeah, okay, so most of them do move. Skull Piercer. Interesting indeed. I guess I could stand out here. Yeah, I could just go stand there. What do you have? Steel Lance? Yeah, if I just stand here, then I'm okay. Could even throw a hand axe if I wanted to, but it's not a big deal if I don't. I could also attack with Ophelia there. I could attack with Ophelia and then swap. Question mark. Not really. Sort of? Yes. I could swap with Danielle. And then have Danielle reposition Ophelia out from right here, and then it would be completely okay. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Ooh. That is a really cool wyvern. I know they said it was going to be albino. Like, that was always going to be the case, but that's really cool regardless. So, we have a really robust strategy set before us. Let's see. I do want to make sure that I get this up here. This is going to be a little bit of good money for us. I'm under the impression that we have some very secret shops at a later point. I look forward to seeing about those. Sam is probably not going to hit. Ophelia probably will. So we'll go with that for now. I sure do hope that she hits. Maybe what I should do is go ahead and swap. And then... I mean, honestly, I could just shove with J and then use Ophelia on this side instead. Not that it super matters, but... Let's see. How do you do against this guy? Extremely well. Extremely well. Yeah, extremely well. We're okay with this. Now, that said, I do need to make sure that we're going to be okay if we do that. And I don't know that that's going to be the case. In terms of damage dealt, this guy would probably do okay. Lightbrand Plus, does it do magic damage from 2 range? Yes, indeed it does. Very good. Does it take effective damage from the lead axe at 1 range? No, it does not. Okay. Very solid. Iron Axe, Steel Lance. Yeah, we'll just do this. Are you gonna move? Okay, you won't. Good. Very good indeed. So we can do that. And then presumably... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no reality where J hits this guy, so that's fine, I guess. 18 damage is gonna hurt, but it's manageable. Let's see. There's a lot that this guy is going to be dealing with. That guy's gonna be quite an issue. Maybe the play is to just move back, do the talk, and then kill this guy. So I would like to heal. Alright, do your worst, yeah. Whoa, easy there. Sorry, did I miss something? Why didn't you strike back? My miss opened up an opportunity. Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. And that is... You see that woman on the wyvern over there? Carrying the axe and grunting kinda heavily? Come on, you pansies. Yeah. Oh yeah, come to mention it's kinda hard to miss her. Why is she fighting the Luxon soldiers? Because she's with me. We're twins. And though we aren't really alike in many ways, gruh, we both have decided to join up with you. Okay. Why is it that you've decided to do that? What was your name? It's Frederick. And that manly woman over there? That's Sid. But back to your question. It's a bit of a story, not one for the battlefield. Long story short is that both Sid and I hold Lancaster in high regard. High enough that we're willing to fight for whatever he is fighting for. That's it. So you saw him at the main gate. How is he holding up? Good enough, though he won't hold out forever. Anyway, I'm gonna go clear some of these soldiers so we can all get through. See ya. Oh, wait, 1 second. What is it? Well, Lancaster, he told me to be more open to a situation like this. To be a bit more trusting. So, here it goes. I never rode on a Pegasus. In fact, I haven't really seen many men on them to begin with, but... Lancaster told you to be more open with making fun of people. That's really what you called me back here to do. No, not at all. Let me finish. What I was going to tell you is that I never rode a Pegasus. I spent most of my combat training on a horse. The way you move looks similar to the way I used to. But most soldiers I've seen on a Pegasus, they use their lances for obvious range benefits. Pairs well with how mobile a flying mount can be. But by using swords, don't you leave yourself open to more traditional Pegasus soldiers? Heck, if I had lunged with the lance, I may have gotten you. I guess, sometimes yes. What's your point? Well, one of the Luxon soldiers earlier was carrying a weapon that might suit you. It's called a lance reaver. It's designed to parry lance thrusts more easily. That's a fascinating way of making a lesson. I grabbed it off the ground and oh, is he going to... Oh, okay, I gotcha. That's great. Grabbed it off the ground intending to clean it up later for my own use, but for now, I think you should take it. Could be very helpful in dealing with a weapon disadvantage in a pinch. And if you're going to be fighting with us, I guess I just want you to be as prepared as possible. Oh, well thanks, I guess. Huh, it's funny, I didn't really know there was such a thing out there. Lance Reaver, huh? I get to read a lot of stuff back in my room. So that's kind of surprising, fascinating even. I'll gladly take it. Thanks, what was your name? It's Finch. Alright, got it. Good luck, Finch. Alright, Lancaster, I'm trying. Hope you're right. Very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Then we'll go ahead and attack. Very nice. I'm glad to have Frederick. He is great. He's wonderful. He's amazing. Alright, let's get back into it. Been a little bit of a wild recording session, but we'll be fine. We'll get back into it. We'll do the killing of the Luxon killing edge guy or girl, and it will be fine. It'll be just fine. If that had missed, it would have been extremely not okay, but it's fine. I guess it would have been a little bit okay. This forest might have like semi-protected us. But anyway, now that I've done that, I should be able to just reposition you like this. I'll leave the stellar pike. Let's see, does it matter? I don't think it matters. Yeah, steel lance. I might actually double that one if that's the case. Steel lance is known to be heavy. -3 speed for 11. +3 speed for 13. So I'm not going to double, but I'm still going to equip that lance. That's fine. It'll be just perfectly okay. You won't hit. You can't move far enough. I do have to seize this one first, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. And in terms of healing, I just got 2 elixirs and this Lance Reaver. That's really good. I'm really happy that I did that. I should be able to get potentially an axe or a sword reaver, maybe if I talk with Jay to Sid, because I know that they have a conversation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I go right here, it'll be exactly in talking range. And in terms of you, I guess I'll just stand here. I mean, it should be fine. I'll throw the, Actually, wait, will I double you? Let's find out. Lead axe is 14, you have 12, -2 for 7. So if I equip Slim Sword, then I'll double. But otherwise, it's not going to matter super much. And is it going to matter if I elixir? 21 because of weapon triangle, so I'll take exactly down to 1 health, which would make my elixir the most valuable of all time. If I wait. That said, need to make sure, because I'm always 1 point off some way or another. Let's see. You can't reach. I'm gonna bank on it. I'm going to simply allow it to hit me. And if I'm wrong, then that's fine. That's perfectly okay. That's perfectly good. It's not good, but it's okay. And then for this circumstance, I do want to get Jay over here, so I'm just going to put him right here. And then otherwise, we'll vibe. We'll just chill. Stand right here. I'll be fine. I'll be completely okay. Nothing could possibly go wrong, after all. Right? Yes. Everything went according to plan, to the fullest extent. Extremely good. Slim Sword will even allow us to double. Ah, this elixir. This elixir from 1 health is going to be the best elixir I've ever used in my life. I can't wait. Very good dodge. Very good dodge indeed. That said, not a bad thing at all if Danielle happens to take a little bit of damage. That's perfectly okay. Possibly even good. Let's see. Oh, recruits. Ah, look who it is. Well, well, well. Looks like the kid's info adds up. That group did come this way. Oh my god, look at the bodies and the blood. Everything is moving so fast. Hey kid, I said your trail actually worked. Wake up. Oh yeah, here they are. Can I go home now? What changed, you little runt? Back there in your village, you were all talking about wanting to fight like your father. Not getting cold feet, are we? No, nothing like that, but don't you think I'm a bit young to be fighting out here? You guys are the professionals. You're old enough to cut your teeth now. It's only a matter of time until we came to recruit you anyway. No, in fact, you're gonna lead our charge on these murderous scum. You'll be a hero, just like your father, just like Colonel Geis was. Haha. It was Colonel Weiss. Whatever, you wanted to fight, now you're gonna get it. So you'd better get that lance ready. Otherwise you'll be nothing more than a dead body to step over. Shoot, I'm not ready to go into battle. I'll be lucky if I can even hit anyone with this lance. Maybe that guy back in town was right. Grandma was right. I'm in over my head, I should have listened. This isn't what I expected it to be. Grandma, I'm sorry. Hopefully I'll have a chance to tell you that myself. Alright, very fascinating. I have to assume he'll be recruitable. +2 to both. Interesting. Weiss Lance. PRF, 2 times weapon experience, +2 defense res. Very, very interesting indeed. As a recruit, he should theoretically promote at the start of next chapter if we happen to recruit him. We'll have to see how that goes. A little bit of a, how do you say, like a Delta squad that's not quite Delta? Kind of just a squad. Well, a little bit Delta. There's something like that. There's some configuration of words which is simultaneously true and accurate. However, whether or not that is something that I have said remains to be seen. Okay, so presumably she'll double because she's insane. My presumption was wrong to the fullest extent, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. If I equip, okay, if I attack like this with like flux, then it's fine. Then it's completely okay, because it'll hit, as all 80+% hits do. Good, excellent. And then I can use Danielle to kill this guy. And then I should presumably... Oh, so what I'm thinking is that I, like, Axe Reaver, or what instead I could do is... Are you gonna kill? Are you gonna kill, Jay? You will not. Will you kill with the hand axe? You will. So, in that case, what I do is I attack with Jay, using the lightning because it's accurate, and then I walk over there, talk with Jay, and hand axe, and then everything works out just fine. It is weird, we split up a little bit, as though, oh wow, that's a very 14 level up. Even the HP is a multiple of 14, that's kind of crazy. Anyway, but yeah, now we can do this. I was saying something about Jay, but honestly, when it comes to Jay, I forget a lot of things. A wyvern. Wait, hold your fire, lights, or whatever you're about to shoot at me. I'm not here to fight you. Don't want to fight. You're wearing Luxon colors and banners. What's going on? Oh yeah, you're right, but, me and my brother Frederick, that guy over there on the Pegasus, we decided that we wanted to help you all. Help us, right now. Why? We both saw General Lancaster fighting at the main gates, fighting to get the border open so that you could all get through. But the truth of it is that Lancaster goes way back for my brother and me. We know the kind of man he is. And if he has a reason for fighting his own countrymen, it has to be a good one. That's it then. Fight first and ask later. You don't even know us. Yeah, I wasn't looking for much of a reason to get out here. Anyway, though. So we're gonna join up with you guys. But enough talking here, buddy. I'm gonna throw my axe around a bit and open up a hole for you guys. If you need me to do anything, I'm Sid. Alright, Sid, thanks. I'm Jay. Huh. Alright, fair enough. Understandable, even. Makes sense to me. I was actually going to speak on that at some point, how it does seem a little bit convenient in terms of the story that they would join the way that they did. However, that's not necessarily in a bad way so far. Yeah, we'll just Axe Reaver right here. Everybody else can attack from 2 range, so it's not a big deal. And then if they decide to attack Danielle, then so be it. One of these guys is going to attack her regardless, so here's hoping that they both don't attack Ophelia. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll find out very quickly whether or not they want to do that. In fact, they probably will, and it will probably result in my demise, now that I have a look at things here. Nah, it'll be fine. She has so much avoid, there's no way anything could possibly go wrong. Nothing could occur that would make me regret this decision. Okay. So, if I don't want to heal, all of a sudden, then what I could do is kill this guy. Actually not kill that guy. Unlucky, I guess. I forget if this game has Thracia trade. If it does, then what I could do is I could trade the rapier over to him. Let's see, that wouldn't matter anyway. Unless, he would double, right? It would be 16 speed. Yeah, okay, he would double. He would then get attacked by everything, but he would indeed double. As a matter of fact, he can just kill with this anyway. And then I could attack from right here. And it would be completely okay, because then only one person can attack him either way. Assuming that nobody else has 2 range to reach him with. Yeah, it seems like Frederick is going to be really good. I'm completely down with him. Let's go ahead and use the Lightbrand Plus once again and kill this guy. Lightbrand Plus might be a little bit more valuable than using it as haphazardly as I am, but that'll be fine, I guess. Gotta use the weapons as they're good and whatnot. Go ahead and place... I could place Finch. I don't want to give them access to the forest, is the main thing. Like, it's probably not the best thing to stand right here and do this, but I don't want them to have... Oh, okay. Well, I don't have, don't happen to have an elixir in the convoy as I thought I did. That's fine, I guess. It's probably not, honestly, but I guess it's okay. 19 and 22. Minus 11. It's gonna hurt, but he'll live. He'll live. Probably, definitely. Let's see. How do I want to handle this now? I guess I'll put you... I could attack from one range. It's probably the best opportunity I have to do so, but... I guess we'll vibe and shoot with the iron bow instead. And then if we miss, then we'll have to swap with Sam and get Cordelia down there, but that's about it. We're not going to miss 2 84s. We didn't even miss the first one, so... Works out just fine. Heal, and then... I'll have Sam go this way. Might as well. Alrighty, let's see how this turn goes. This one has potential to be quite bad, and now it is no longer bad. Now it's extremely no longer bad. That's actually great. Wonderful. Doesn't get doubled. Tex, his new Pegasus friend. I do wonder who Jerry is going to talk to, if anybody. Oh, interesting. Goes for, Jay. That makes sense. I don't think Jay's in range of the other guy, so this is fine. Guess we'll find out right now whether or not he dies, because he is in range, as a matter of fact. A little bit lucky there, a little bit lucky for sure. But we're fine. We've made it. We've succeeded. We've done the winning to the fullest degree. Kid, if you don't fix those trembling feet of yours, I will. I said get moving. If I have to ask again, my lance will get involved. Okay, here I go. Tech W, one move. I wonder if he's gonna do that again. We'll see. We'll find out very, very quickly whether or not he's gonna be okay. So, in terms of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can perfectly line up to kill that guy. Excellent. This is a lead javelin, right? No, it's not. It's a, res boosting javelin, as it were. Let's see. I can reach you, but can I kill you with a combination of units? If that hits, that's great. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a good shot. Excellent. That helps me a lot, because now I can put Sam, or I can put Finch right here. Kill this guy. Oh. Okay, good. Good hit there. Good hit there. I just kind of assumed he would not get doubled for a second there, I guess. But now everything just works out. Now everything is perfect, and there are no issues whatsoever. Everything has indeed just happened to work out quite luckily here. Playing very well, as you can see. That said, this map is going quite well. What happened? Oh, okay. I know what it is. I know what happened there. I know exactly what occurred. I forgot about this skill. Barricade. If foe strikes twice, second hits damage is halved. I completely forgot about that. Okay. I know what happens. I wish I had checked that. That's quite bad, actually. That's fine. We can deal with it. It's just unfortunate that I completely neglected that. So, now we'll just do one of these. Let's see. Probably not from there, though. We'll do it from right below. And then I'm going to have to swap with Sam. And then also heal. If I mean, I guess I could just bot a staff, but I don't want to do that. I think I'd rather... Well, what I could do is I could heal. I could just heal. That's fine. There's no downside to that. There's no downside to that whatsoever. I could then leave Sam right here and let him attack this guy, because that's a good idea, right? That's what I'm supposed to do in this situation. I think I'm not going to do that, actually. I think I'll cease post-haste with the meme. I'll swap Sam in, and then if they want to attack Sam, then so be it. Let's see. So this side is a little bit in a rough situation. You have a broad axe, right? So you'll just attack in against my Lance Reaver. Or Axe Reaver, that is. I'll attack with a Slim Lance, and then I'll have somebody Canto trade. Sid, that is, Canto trade. Get her a little bit closer to the action on this side. You can't reach me there, so everything should just work out. I do notice that the Wyvern has the Cavalier sound effect, but that's not a big deal. I do recall reading about that somewhere. Okay, that's really good. Do you hit? Yes, good. Go for it, unless you have Vantage Plus or something, or regular Vantage. Which you don't. Alright, I actually don't want to do that, because Lana needs to steal from you. I guess she doesn't need to. Like, it's a goddess icon, and if I lose, it's not a huge deal, but... Imagine Cordelia with +3 luck. I guess you already can imagine that, considering the Fortuna. But, she is a goddess, and I want to give her that icon. That said, my actual thief is on this side, so... I'm inclined to just go ahead and kill this person. I'm not actually too caught up on it at all. We should be just fine to do that, honestly. Imbued Axe hits res. That's funny, because you have the res. The res is what you have. Do you benefit from anybody being close to you, I wonder? Can't remember. Lightweight. 2 or more allies within 2 tiles. That's fine. None of that actually matters too much. Thunder. Short bow. If I attack from here, the bow will have weapon triangle advantage, but only half. And then is that... Okay, certain blow, rally skill. 12 speed. Not weighed down. It's a hard decision. I don't want this guy to continue being here, but I'm just gonna kill him. I'm just gonna kill him. It's probably worth. Luck is not that bad of a stat, and if nothing else, I could just sell it, but I don't think it's worth having this guy alive. I've already missed one of my collectibles as a result of killing a unit in a previous map. So this is fine. You don't get everything in every run. What you do get is you get to hear that song, thanks to that long magic animation and that level up. So all in all, I'm quite pleased. I would love a crit here. I would have loved a crit. Wait, you're gonna double? Right, because the broad axe is heavy. That's the drawback. You have high hit rate, but you probably get doubled. Excellent. Okay, let's see how this one goes. Okay, I was pretty unsure about how the imbued axe was going to hit him. I didn't look at the anything actually about that, apart from it hitting res. Okay, Lance Reaver to that guy. From the forest, not as... She's gonna live, because she's Lana. That's what I'm talking about. That's why it was okay. That's why it was perfectly fine for Lana to sit there and do that. And now she gets to heal up Finch and be back in range of her healing. Oh. That's not good at all. That's actually extremely bad. That's extremely not great, actually. For this side, it's pretty okay. Right? It's gonna be fine, isn't it? It'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll work out. We have many options for getting through this. Topaz Lance, yeah, okay. That's fine. We can just go back. Let's see. We're on a pretty tight turn limit if this is the case. I hope that we're gonna be able to get through in time. Our army is decently split up in this way. Let's see. Okay, that's actually really good. Let's see. How do you do against this person? You don't double, but that's fine. If I attack from here, my hand axe plus, or if I just do this, I mean, honestly, let's go for it. I'll take more damage on enemy phase, but I'm probably not getting hit by this guy to begin with, and then the other one is a questionable amount of hit rate. Okay. So, Topaz Lance. This is okay. This is perfectly fine. And then if I really want to not use Danielle, then that's also okay. So, Nyx or Flux. I guess I'll attack with him first, and that way I'll pretty much know if I need to use Ophelia. Although I don't think it super matters if I use Ophelia, because she's not going to deal enough damage anyway. I guess she could get the Steel Lance out of the supply, but that's about it. I kind of really badly need this to hit, so I might just go ahead and escape down this way. Actually, I can no longer do that. Yeah, he's in range, so I have to... This has to hit, essentially. Unless I reposition him. And then I get the hit rate regardless, because she has 2 allies in her 3-tile range at that point. Plus 10 hit rates. That's probably, like, the safest course of action. Because she can just go here, Axe Reaver equipped, reposition, and then I do that. And then presumably everything is just fine. I do need this 95 to hit, but I mean, it's a 95 in GBA Fire Emblem. Like, if it doesn't hit, then I was destined to lose all along. And I've already had enough luck that's proven that I'm not destined to lose this map. That said, this one is definitely going to be cut into 2 parts. I don't know where I'm going to cut it at, but I guess we'll see about that. Maybe at the end of this turn. We'll find out very, very soon. Steel Axe. Okay, can't really use the Lance Reaver anymore, due to the simple fact that I will get rickrolled to the fullest extent. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I think we actually just have all of the resources to take care of all of the enemies this turn. Which is a good feeling. Oh, Lance Reaver, cool. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll just steal Axits. There shouldn't be another... We wouldn't miss a 95, not two of... we wouldn't risk 2 95 misses in a row. We would have been fine regardless, but it'd be quite funny, nonetheless. Whoosh, and now Lana is certifiably safe. Kill this guy with Clinton, free of charge. Hopefully dodge the Nyx, not as though it super matters. Honestly, maybe don't dodge the Nyx. Maybe that gives me a better grasp on the situation on the next turn, because then Lana can heal and be at completely full health. Again, not as though it matters. She's gonna be fine regardless. Please get something good, Clinton. You've been not doing okay. He'll continue to not be doing okay. I think that my Clinton is bad. I think that he is not very good, but it's fine. He's exactly on the cusp of okay. That's the extent of it. Steel Lance. Okay, they would both attack with a Lance then. If I put a sword user there. I mean, that's fine. I'm probably going to give this dragon shield over to Cordelia, honestly. Like, she's going to kill this guy, but also she's probably going to get the dragon shield is the thing. Yeah. I guess Finch can just stand here and bait out both of these units. Like, it's kind of bad if he misses. And so I might still use Frederick to just attack into this guy. But he should be able to stand there and get both of them sort of sorted. Let's see. They're both going to attack with a Lance. But if I use the Lance Reaver, then they'll attack with Axe Reaver and Axe. That's not exactly great. How does that work again? Axe Reaver would be effective against axes ordinarily. Isn't the weapon triangle still just in effect with the Reaver weapons? I can't exactly remember, but it's enough that it would hurt too much to try to do that. We'll do this. And then if somehow you miss a 98, then we'll have to use Finch for this purpose, but it's not going to happen. What kind of level up are we getting? I want speed and defense more than anything. Speed and defense are key. Horrible level up, sheesh. Okay, understandable, I guess. I'll temporarily send this back. I might just end up selling that Seer Tome. Let's see. So, let's assume that I stand there with the sword, right? I'll use the slim sword in my calculations. So he's got 42 avoid. I'm just not going to consider that he's going to dodge. There's no chance that he dodges. So 12 plus 12 for 24. 24 minus 11 for 13. And then... Okay, so 2 times 13, essentially, is what he's going to be taking. And that's fine. Basically, the thing that I need is for them to be baited out so that I can take care of them next turn, so he'll be fine. 13 times 2 is 26, and then there are no other skills that negate or reduce damage, but that's also okay. So go right here, Finch. We're going to take care of you. And then Lana is in range for next turn? Yes. Everything should be fine. Slim Sword is equipped for the hope of a dodge, and that's about it. It's probably not going to occur. I hope that Ophelia's not in range. Okay, good. Thought that I miscalculated that tile by a space, but we're fine. Everything kind of just barely worked out there. But luckily on this side we have an elixir. We also have a lot of vulneraries in the convoy, so it's not a big deal. Ouch, my skin and bones. That's fine. Oh, very good crit. Another one. Nah, not actually doubling. Unlucky. He'll be fine. He's fine. He's big and strong and made of a good material. That's what he is. Finch and Jay, the two birds. Birds of a feather flock together. Alrighty. Come on, Sid. Let's get a crit. I would love it. It wouldn't kill, but it would set me up next turn for not having to stand there. Okay. Well, this has been quite the first half of this map. Would be a shame if I had to use the, if I had to do the second part of the map in a second episode. Wouldn't it? I guess, if that were to be the case. The people watching would just simply have to subscribe and expect to see the next part tomorrow. Wouldn't that be quite quite the shame. No, it's gonna have to be the case, because this has been a long one. This has been a long one indeed, and I don't want to have a 3-hour episode go up, so thank you so much for watching this one. Look forward to the next half of the map coming out tomorrow. If you like this episode, make sure to like, share if you're new, make sure that more people can see this hack, play it for themselves, give feedback to the creator. In addition to that, you made it to the end of this episode. Congrats. Maybe it's time to subscribe. You made it this far. And if you feel like donating via Ko-fi, I very much appreciate it. Until next time, see you guys later.